Well, let's just get right to it. Season 8, Episode 2 of My Big Fat Fabulous Life. Here we go. I just want to say, I know that Chase and Whitney are broken up. Some people were saying that in the comments like I didn't know. I know, I'm just trying to go episode by episode, so kind of act like we don't know when we all know. But I will have something at the end of this video talking about that, so hold on for the end. So this episode starts with Buddy apologizing for the big fight. I don't know, I think Whitney should apologize more than he did. I still feel like her response was so over the top, which she did say. So I don't know why he felt so bad. Maybe there was more of a temper tantrum than what we saw, which is what I kind of suspect. Especially if he went on a 3-hour walk before he came back. He must have been pretty pissed off. But, you know, people in recovery, it's a long road, and it affects everything, in my opinion. So, kudos to Buddy for apologizing. Kudos to Whitney for apologizing. I think they both did wrong. But the funny thing to me is the foreshadowing. It's like Buddy always knew that Chase was no good. I love the part where he whispers when Whitney comes downstairs and says Chase didn't put cream in her coffee. And Buddy's like, idiot. Yeah, he knew. You know, maybe he's like me and you just get a feeling in your gut and you just know when somebody's not any good. So then we go to Whitney's weightlifting with her coach friend. I kind of wish they weren't going to put that in this season because to me it just adds nothing. I don't know what that's all about or how much that'll be in the season, but it doesn't seem very authentic. Maybe it's just me. Then we go to Whitney's mom and dad. I just love her mom and dad. They're just so adorable. I did not realize her dad was 74 and still working. Dang. Got to give it to the guy. But, you know, a lot of people don't want to retire because I feel like once you retire, you start going downhill. I suspect he probably works part-time. And I think they've said that before. If I'm wrong, somebody let me know. But I think he works part-time, but still, pretty good deal. So then she decides she's going to take her mom to Wilmington without telling Chase. That's kind of odd. And I still think, and her dad with the map, was that so cute? I just loved him with the map showing her. She's like, Dad, I know. He's like, well, I'm going to show you again anyway, just to get it through your head what kind of distance this is. But see, everybody knew that something was wrong, that they hadn't moved in together. I mean, all these red flags all over the place. Here's the thing, though, I gotta say. I think it's so odd that she had not been to his bar. That's so weird. I mean, she's always talking about him supporting her. Why wouldn't she be supportive of him and already been to the bar? Wouldn't she have gone for the grand opening? But then the other part of me thinks Chase only wants her to come to the bar for publicity for the bar so he can say something like, come meet Whitney Thor from My Big Fat Fabulous Life. Because let's just be honest. His being on the show probably had a great deal to do with him being able to buy into that bar and be there, etc. It just does. I can't imagine he would have got a bar if he hadn't been on the show. That's just the brutal truth of it. So did he just want her to come for publicity photos? We're going to get to that in a little bit. So then her and her mom arrive at Chase's house, and he leaves a card with a key asking her to move in with him. And Whitney's pretty shocked because that was never part of the plan. Now, I will say this in Chase's defense. You have to be able to compromise to be in a relationship. And it just seems to me like neither one of them, Whitney included, want to compromise anything. It's like they both want to still live their life in their own town, and neither one wants to move to the other's town, which should have been really telling for both of them. And I think they're going to go more into that in the next episode. But the way she was so adamant that she would never move there kind of makes me go, Because if you're really in love with somebody, I would move. I moved several times for my husband's work. I didn't want to, and the kids didn't want to, but we did it because that's what you do when you're in love and you're a couple. So I am kind of surprised at Whitney being so adamant she would never move. But I've said this before. This is the problem with people getting married when they're used to being single so much of their adult life. I do think it's a very hard transition. I've said that about many reality shows where this happens. I wonder too, does he own that house? It's a pretty nice house, or is he renting it? I kind of think he owns it because he said this could be ours, but they don't really explain it. Maybe there'll be more, maybe in the next episode. So now we get to the end here. So they kind of just leave us hanging with him asking her to move in with him. So now I want to get to Chase's Instagram because, I had to go poke around. And sure enough, as I suspected, there's the publicity photo of Whitney going to his bar. So is that what it was really about? Also, I looked around and looked around. I don't think the bar is open anymore due to COVID. The last photo on Facebook and Instagram is the one showing Whitney at the bar. So it seems like it shut down right after that. Their website's still up, but it doesn't look active at all. So I wonder if he still even owns this bar, or because I can't imagine you could have it shut down this long. And then we get to his announcement of the split on Instagram. He says, I don't even know how to start. I am very excited to announce I am expecting a child in the fall. Please see Whitney's post for details. I have nothing but love and respect for Whitney and our time together. Thank you for always supporting us. As we now go our separate ways, I ask for privacy for Whitney, myself, and the mother of my child who wishes to remain anonymous. Aw, isn't that so sweet? I just seem so hypocritical. He wanted all that publicity while he had the bar and on the show, but now he wants his privacy. But, that's not always so easy once you put your life out there. Like I keep saying, if you don't want people to talk about your life, don't put it out there. So then I found this picture on his Instagram of the old girlfriend or the baby mama, whatever you want to call her. And sure enough, there was some not so nice comments on there. The other one announcing the split, of course, he turned the comments off. But this one had some pretty telling comments about Whitney and this being the woman that he had the baby with, allegedly. Now, I don't have this proof as a fact, but it sure seems like that's her to me. And I think there's even a couple other pictures of her on his Instagram. So, yeah, he had left those on there. They're old pictures. This wasn't a recent picture. So, but it's kind of telling that he left them on there. And Whitney did say it was somebody he had a long history with. So, not surprising there. So, yeah. He did finally post a picture of the baby mama with the baby in the delivery room. But, yeah, Chase, you can't have it all ways, You're either putting your life out there or you're not, but people aren't always going to be respectful once you put your life out there for everybody to comment on, and now you want your privacy. It's probably going to take a while. Especially because the season is still going, Chase. I feel bad for Whitney that she's got to relive all this again. And, some people had said down in my comments that the whole relationship was fake. I don't believe that. I kind of investigated it, and I can't find anything that says that's true. And I did find some comments by Whitney about how hurt she was. Supposedly some fans saw her on an airplane, and her and Chase weren't sitting together. So they put out the rumor that the relationship wasn't real. And then Whitney fessed up and said she has to buy 2 seats because she's big, and that's why they couldn't sit together. Listen, I've taken many flights with my husband where we could not fly together, and I don't take 2 seats. But that's the way it goes, especially on an international flight. You're not always going to get seats together, that's for sure. So those are just my thoughts on this week's episode. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Yes, my sinuses are really bad today. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what to do. They're just a mess. But let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button and have a wonderful day.